What's going on, everyone? How are you doing today? It's Inga Roleplay once again, and today we're gonna talk about the skill gems in Path of Exile, because skill gems are the core system of Path of Exile. That's basically how all the shit works, and this is very important part, guys. So first of all, what are skill gems? Skill gems are effectively the skills that you'll be using to kill monsters, buff yourself, and do everything in the game. I think the whole skill gem system has borrowed from Final Fantasy VII, because the materia system in Final Fantasy VII was exactly like this. You put the gem in your gear, it gains experience, levels up, becomes stronger, and this is exactly the same system. Basically, what you do is you have this skill gem, you put it in the socket with corresponding color, and it starts leveling up, gains experience when it kills monsters, becomes more powerful, the attacks become stronger, the buffs become stronger, everything becomes stronger, and this is how you basically play and do damage within the Path of Exile. Now you possibly notice there are gems come in like 4 different colors. The main colors are blue, green and red, and basically what it means is this defines the stat requirement for the skill gems, because each skill gem requires some stats to be used. Like for example, blue gems mostly require intelligence, the green gems mostly require dexterity, and the red gems mostly require strength. That's about it. So basically blue gems are mostly used by the Witch and Templar, red gems the Marauders and Duelists, and green gems but everything on the right, like the Rangers and Shadows and shit. There's also very specific white gems, so just a few of them. They can be socketed in this socket with absolutely any color, and they are very specific. Keep in mind that gems also require a level in order that you can insert them and use, and there are like 4 main ways how you can even find these gems. So first of all, gems can be found as drops. Just when you kill monsters, a gem can drop and you can start using it. The second way is you can buy gems from vendors and acts in towns, and the third way is you can actually get gems as a reward, and the fourth, I guess, the reward can be acquired through completing quests, of course, and the fourth is basically just, you know, trade, because some gems only come as drops. It can be bought from vendors, like the Edit Chaos gem, for example, and only drops. So the fourth type of acquiring gems, like I said, the fourth way of acquiring gems is only through the drops within the game or trading with the other players as well. Now you possibly notice that gems also have their own levels, and the levels of the gems are like everything else, goes from 1 to 20. And from 1 to 20 takes about 90 character levels. So when you, for example, find a gem, when you level up, like in Act 4 or 5, for example, start using it, gain experience. So you should know and calculate in your head that level 20, the gem will gain level 20 experience when you reach around level 90, and this will take a fucking while, guys. This will take a while, especially as a new player. It will take a lot of time to reach level 90 in this game. So that's about it. It is also possible to achieve additional level on a gem, level 21, which can only be done with the corruption using the Val Orb on a level 20 map. Keep in mind, however, that corrupting the level 20 gem may result in different side effects, like 3 things can happen. Gem can gain a level and become 21, which is like the best outcome. It can stay the same and basically be level 20 like nothing happened, and it can also go down a level and become level 19. This is the absolute worst outcome. If you have quality on your gem, and like I mentioned in the previous video, Everything in this game can be qualityed, and quality of the gem increases the damage or kind of an area effect if it's in a support gem. So basically, the corrupting the gem can also reduce the quality of the gem permanently. So this is kind of tricky thing. The most important thing to understand, guys, about the whole gem system is basically we can separate all gems into two big categories. First category is in active skill gems, and these are the gems that actually do something like perform an attack when you click or cast a spell or whatever. And the second big category are support gems. Support gems are there to support your active skill gems, so that active skill gems will become stronger, faster, do more damage, cover more area effect, and do something like this. So active skill gems and support skill gems are two giant massive categories in Path of Exile. Active skill gems can be separated into two subcategories, which are attacks and spells. Basically everything in most active skill gems in Path of Exile are either attacks if you are kind of an attacking character like the melee character or the bow character, and spell if you're a spell caster like the witch or the templar or something like this. There is quite a bit difference between the attacks and spells, as attacks need accuracy to hit, spells do not need accuracy to hit, so they are quite different. And basically everything, both spells and melee and attacks can be different. It can be projectile, can be melee, spells can have duration or can be instance. The attacks are the same. There are many different types of skill gems and attacks and spells and everything else. There are also minion skill gems, which are basically the minions that you summon. There are also the auras. The auras reserve a part of your mana, and so it's like an aura that surrounds the area and do some kind of debuff or buff for you, or buffs your allies, or debuffs the enemies and make them slower. So aura reserves the mana. And one of the most important thing ever, guys, that you need to know is that each skill gem have specific tags attached to them. Tags are just under the name of the skill gem, and you should read this closely, because if you read these tags, you will easily understand what support gems should you attach to your active skill gems in order to make them stronger. So basically, let's take a look. For example, I have this Shock Nova. This is spell, AoE, and lightning. What does it mean? First of all, it's a spell, it's not an attack. So this is it. This is what we cast. It's AoE, so it has some area effect. It's not like an attack attacking one monster. It's AoE, and it's a lightning. It's 100% lightning gem, and it uses 100% lightning damage. Next, you can see that link to 5 support gems, and let's take a look at them. This is increased critical strike gem. This is a pure support gem, just increases the chance for monsters to be critically hit by my attacks. This is increased area of effect support, and this is support and AoE. Basically what it means it works only with AoE type of gems, and this has AoE, so it works with this. It increases the area of effect of our AoE gem even further. Let's take a look at this. Lightning penetration support. What it means, it's lightning and supported skills penetrate lightning resistance, and the quality of the gem also increases the lightning damage. It means it will only work with the lightning skills attached. Another thing is spell support, control destruction support. Look at this, spell and support. That means that control destruction can only support spells. It cannot be supported. It cannot support attacks. And the last is also spell echo support. This is also a spell support. There are many types of gems in the game, guys. And what like I previously mentioned, the most important thing to understand for you guys is always read these tags. Like for example, sweep is attack, AoE and melee. It means it will scale with melee damage on the skill tree with AoE support gems like the increase area of effect, for example, as well as it's an attack, so it will scale with all attack damage and different modifiers like the weapon damage, for example, as well. This is the example of the aura, and I also have another aura called Wrath on me, and like you see, I cast the aura. It's permanent. It gives me additional lightning damage, and my nearby allies also get a lightning damage. Like for example, this golem gets an additional lightning damage as well, and I have my mana reserved. Like I said, guys, always read the skill gem tags. That's about it. Thanks for watching and see you soon.